This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Tarren Ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building, we back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, what it do? Down to the Wire 513, episode 354. The Tarren Ran, brother, how you feeling?
Feeling good, brother. Feeling really good back in the building, man. Getting gloomy out there, getting cold, but hey, we still in here, man. Rocking out. How you feeling?
Winter is around the corner for sure here in the Queen City, the real Queen City, Cincinnati.
Basically here, man. Feel like shit.
They talking about we gonna get some snow tomorrow. You know, it ain't gonna stick, but we expect to see some snow. But that just knows
Man,
that tells you.
Here, shit, it's crazy, man.
Man, say this shit for Christmas, man. Can we get a white Christmas for once?
Like Christmas this year, man. Then go back away and then just get back warm again for January.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to make it happen, man. I'm trying to get back to the 70s and 80s, man.
Facts. But y'all already know what it is, man. Down to the Wire 513, man. Make sure y'all tap in with everything Down to the Wire 513. Or as I always say, just Google us. Doc won't be on the show today. Got work, got a lot of stuff with trial and everything. So Doc.
Busy man.
Man. Oh, and hey, congrats to Doc. He finally made it official to everybody. Let the world be known. Doc is officially engaged. So shout out Doc. Shout out our brother Doc.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Big step, big move. Can't wait for the big day. You know, we both gonna be in attendance.
Facts.
We're Mr. For the World, so I can't wait for that, brother. Congratulations to both of y'all.
Oh man, so we're going to start here with obviously the name of the show this week. We was talking about there's a lot of talk about the NBA ratings being lower than they have been in the past few years, especially for the first month. It's been a month now.
Crazy, already a month in.
And yeah, man, they said NBA low TV ratings is down. A lot of factors to possibly like why it's been down. Why are they down? As they said, the opening week of the season saw double-digit percentage declines this year from primetime from ESPN and TNT, and the second week saw declines again this year as well. Obviously, we know opening night they had to go deal with the World Series and everything, competing with that.
Yeah.
But before we play the clip of some NBA players, I was talking about why the NBA ratings are down. In your opinion, why do you think ratings are down this year?
I think it's a combination of a few different things. Like you mentioned, first week you got the World Series going on. It's two story franchises. You got the Dodgers and Yankees.
Yep.
Even casual baseball fans locked in on that series for good reasons. Great series, even though Dodgers kind of ran away with it. It was still good, great storylines out there in this series. Then also, Adam Silver mentioned this. We're going to get to that when he plays his sound, but also we had the election going on this year too, so that took a lot of attention away from everything else too. The election going on, but the main reason I think it is also too because just NBA storylines are down, man. Like, it's not really that many storylines out there that are really that intriguing, honestly. When you look at it, there were some big trades, and if you look at the ratings, though, some of those trades were some of those games, that were the trades. So some of the teams that made those trades, some of those games that got highly rated. Steph Curry and the Warriors versus the Mavs and Klay Thompson. That was the highest rated game so far this season, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it says it was up. The night one, the Emirates Cup was up 71% that first night. So, and that was the night they played. So
it's good. That's good. And I think that was mainly because of the Warriors Mavs game. A great game as well, by the way. So definitely lived up to the hype. But I think it's just overall storylines are down. At where you do see storylines that the ratings are there, like that Warriors game. That's one of the biggest storylines of the summer. Klay Thompson leaving the Warriors, going over to the Mavs, where they just went to the finals. First game they meet up, back in Golden State, big deal, huge ratings. Like I said, I think it was easily one of the biggest storylines of the summer. Another big storyline was Bronny James, and I haven't looked at the Lakers ratings, but I'm pretty sure their ratings are doing better than most other teams. Of course, Lakers have a huge fanfare as well, but also a storyline. Bronny James and LeBron, big storyline there as well. So I think your storylines really help drive the ratings, and with there being a lack thereof, very many intriguing storylines so far early in the season. I think that's maybe the main reason. I think the reason ratings are down.
Yeah, obviously, I think it's a lot of factors, but just to piggyback off what you said about as far as storylines and everything goes, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, obviously, like, it's only a month into the season, so we still got a lot of great games and a lot of great storylines coming up. Hell, I don't think we had a Bron Steph matchup yet.
Yeah, haven't had that yet.
So coming into the season, like I said, the biggest storyline, but at least for me, the biggest storyline overall was Bron playing with Bronny.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not in no way, shape, or form blaming Bronny for any of this. But if that's your biggest storyline, I mean, all we've been talking about it. Like, is he ready to play at the NBA level? Right now, the answer is no. That's why he's playing. He's back and forth from the G League.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest one of the biggest storylines like the NBA was banking on. And once he got his once that first interaction happened where him and Bron was on the court at the same time, it's like, okay, now what's next? Like, now we basically, I think that, like, they NBA would need Bronny to get it
Quick.
Yeah,
like last week, last month type shit.
So like he can get some meaningful minutes for the Lakers and
With LeBron on the court,
Yeah, and I think that would easily drive up TV ratings, but doesn't like that's going to happen at least this year anyway. This year, shout out Dog Connect too, by the way, crazy
game last night. Let's go Lakers, let's go.
Like you said, the second storyline I think was the Clay Golden State, Clay leaving Golden State, going to Dallas in that matchup. So I think like all the Warriors Mavs games, if on regular TV, will have high number of ratings.
Crazy ratings, especially if they're on national TV. Crazy ratings.
As Leland said right here, and Stars missing a lot of games too.
Yeah,
and that plays a lot into it. Like this, all the load management stuff. Like I said, Stars getting hurt. Like hell, we gonna talk a little bit. Like I said, the Joel Embiid situation. Like,
yeah,
like that doesn't bode well. Like I said, and
I don't. Sixers team right now, bro. When I was watching their game, they about to start up, and like every player out, man. Every player. Actually, not there. I think it was the what team was we was watching?
It was the Pelicans and the Cavs.
Pelicans, bro. Like every player for Pelicans is out. If I'm a Cavs fan or even a Pelicans fan in Cleveland or travel to Cleveland and watch that game, I'm pissed, bro. The only time the Pels are coming to Cleveland and Zion out, BI out, Jose Alvarado out, all their players out.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
And I don't want to sound like I said the grumpy old man, but it's like, yeah, like unless you like back like when we was growing up, like I said, the NBA felt special.
Yeah. Kind of like Leland just said here too. These players are more skilled than back in the day, but they don't play as hard every night. Back in the day they play a lot harder. Like you said, the old school players play a lot hard. Back in the day they did play a lot harder. We did see a lot more effort being exuded on defense. I think that's one of the main reasons too. Definitely a little bit more of a competitiveness during the actual game. We still see it sometimes with some players, but definitely was more so across the board back then than it is these days for sure.
So I want to get into a clip. Former Laker great, all-time great, most dominant player in NBA history. Shaq, he had a thought about why he thinks that the NBA is experiencing low season low ratings this year. This is just audio from his podcast, the Big Podcast.
I have a theory that it's down because we're looking at the same thing. Everybody's running the same plays. I was talking to a coach yesterday. He said they want to shoot 50 threes. And I was like, well, how much you want to make? We want to make about 10 or 15 of them. I was like, well, that's not going to help you win. But Steph Curry and those guys messed it up. Like, I don't mind Golden State back in the day shooting threes, but every team's not a three-point shooter.
I mean, I agree with him. Every team shouldn't be shooting a lot of threes, but that's just a part of this whole, and I hate it, and I've been against it ever since it's been introduced. But that's analytics nowadays.
Yeah, they're playing a math game. Like I mentioned it with the Celtics and who they were playing with. They're counting by three, teams counting by two. And if you're shooting a good percentage, if they're shooting a good percentage, they're gonna be winning. You know, and I don't know. Like, I think that's cap what he said though. The coach said he wanted to shoot 50 and make 10 or 15. That's cap. Shooting 50, you're gonna make more than 10 for sure. You make 10 out of 50, you're gonna be losing the game most definitely. But yeah, I get his concept, what he's trying to say there. But I mean, yeah, I don't agree that everybody. Well, yeah, everybody running the same thing, but that hasn't changed. Yeah, of course, back in the day, you had your different. Some coaches ran different sets. You had Phil Jackson in triangle, you know, and some other coaches had their own, you know, their own offense in place. But for the most part, bro, since modern NBA has been in place, these teams are running the same fucking sets. Let's be real here.
Yeah, and like you said, like I said, with Phil Jackson had triangle offense. D'Antoni back in 7 seconds left his offense. Pop ran the system down in San Antonio. Like, I mean, so yeah, you had these different systems, but like you said, I think it just goes more so like what Leland said and what we talked about, like the stars actually being on the floor and playing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what type of style of play you're playing. If your stars ain't out there giving a damn or half-assing it, like, you're probably gonna be bad.
Yep. And I think back then they had styles more so based on the personnel. You know, these days the coaches kind of more players are, like you said, like Leland said, players are more skilled. These days most players can do pretty much almost everything on the court as far as like offense. They can shoot, they can dribble, they can pass a little bit. You know, as far as most of these players can. So the offenses can be more free now, more open now, so it can be more dynamic than it was back then. So you're going to see more sets. You're going to see more copycats too, where teams are going to be picking up on, you know, other teams do it. It works well. That's been happening since the beginning in the NBA. So not sure he was going at there. Like I said, of course, teams had different systems, but it was still the same concepts of offense. You know, you might have had some different styles, but everybody, you know, you still had several teams running the same offense. You know, for the most part, even back then. So
I mean, and Adam Silver said himself that he disagreed with Shaq as well. He basically said that he just, like I said, he's basically, quote, I think we're just looking at a couple of weeks of ratings. There's always some unique things that we're up against this time of year. Like I said, he mentioned the World Series, presidential debate, and that was, like I said, drawing a lot away from the NBA too. But I got one more audio clip from Gilbert Arenas, his podcast, about why he thinks TV ratings are down this year, and I somewhat agree with what Gil and his crew had to say.
You don't have nothing close to number 1, 2, and 4, 5. You don't have that to be taking the same many shots as them. But that's not the reason the viewership is down.
So there are a lot of factors contributing to the NBA's viewership issues. Among them, star players missing a lot of games because
hard
of
to
injury.
watch games. It's expensive to watch these games.
There you go. It's expensive to watch games now. It used to be free. So you got to buy cable for your own teams, and then you got to buy League Pass to get the League Pass stuff. So what ends up happening is the distribution of games now. They're harder to find.
Because we're going to find it, and we're going to find it for free.
No, but that's the problem. We got to, that's the problem. We have to find it. It used to be available.
Yeah.
For you to watch all sports, you gotta have everything because they're just splitting it for the NBA money-wise. Perfect for you, but for the viewers, you're us.
That's from Gil's Arena, man. Shout out to Gil.
Shout out to Gil's Arena, man. Huge fan of that pod. I watch it almost daily, at least some of it. But yeah, he's right on too, man. They're right on. It's hard to find these games if you are watching it in the traditional way. Now, me, like Josiah said, like Lexi said, I'm gonna find the games. I'm gonna find them for fucking free. I'm not paying for no league pass. I'm not paying for that shit. Sorry, league. Sorry, NBA. So I think that's why the ratings are down too. People are watching these games free. They watching the game still. Watching them free. Watching them on Twitter for free. We get all the highlights on Twitter first off. So even if you ain't watching them on, you know, the Fire Stick or the streams and on the websites you can watch them on, you can watch them on Twitter basically for free. You're going to see all the highlights. You're going to see most of the big players you're going to find on Twitter or YouTube or somewhere for free.
Yeah, that plays a huge part of it. Like basically you said, most of these guys, like most of the people, like I said, one, they're not playing for league pass. I mean, so I think that's why the NBA partnered with FanDuel the past 2 years, where if you get on FanDuel, you bet like $5, you get 3 months of league pass for free. So like I said, the NBA knows. Like I said, for the most part, people are going out these streams and finding these games and finding the games they want to watch for free. And obviously they're not keeping that's hurting them. That's hurting ratings right there first and foremost.
Yeah, they're watching the games. They just ain't watching them where the ratings are being tracked.
Yeah, and then like I said, it's just expensive nowadays. Like I said, people don't even have cable no more because cable is so fucking high. And then like I said, you gotta buy these different packages to watch games.
Yep, you gotta have basically the top end of the cable package to watch all the games. To get the League Pass experience, you gotta have the highest end cable package out there. So yeah, they make it extremely hard. Oh, they don't make it hard. They make it expensive and hard if you don't want to pay for it. Hard if you don't want to pay extra exorbitantly for it. I'm not paying that much to watch these games, man. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
they'll make it easier, but I'm not paying to watch all them games. I'm not paying for the NFL. What they call it, the NFL.
A Sunday ticket.
I'm not paying for that shit, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm watching these games fucking free.
Yeah, and
get available for me to watch on the regular TV free. I'm gonna find it free myself.
And honestly, NFL does it best. I mean, I know NBA they're trying to do it now, but NFL does it best. Like if you just got red zone, like you can just go in and I mean they'll hop around from game to game for you for the most part. I know NBA has one crunch time, but I don't know.
Definitely could do better, man. They definitely could do better with their programming and the way they have it set up. It's going to get even more complicated when this new TV deal kicks in because there's going to be even more networks involved.
Yeah, basically what Gil says, right? Like I said, yeah, it's great for making all the NBA and NBA players so much money, but for the fans, I mean, that's why we don't give it damn. Like I said, we'll find something else to do, or we'll continue to find legal ways for watching it. Honestly,
we're gonna find ways to watch it. It may not be the ways they're gonna track, but we're gonna be on Twitter talking about it. NBA Twitter is popping. That's how I know the league viewership is the ratings are down. Viewership is right where it's always been because people are still talking about the league on Twitter.
And also that's what I had a brain fart when I first started talking, but I couldn't remember what I wanted. But that you pin up social media too, like NBA, and I'm pretty sure they keep track of their like I said their social media numbers. That's probably why they do it so fast. But it's like for the most part, during regular season games, like if it's a good game, like casual fans probably just care about the last like few minutes of the game. And if you notice, the NBA YouTube, they always put up like wild finish and show the whole like last 5 minutes of the game or whatever. And it'd be up maybe like 15, 20 minutes right after the game ended.
Yep.
So like if I know I can just wait 15, 20 minutes to see the end of the game, why am I trying to turn on TV or trying to get League Pass and try to watch it live? And I know y'all about to just put it right here on YouTube and I can watch it for free.
Yeah, I'm not paying extra for it. Or literally right after the game go off, literally it'll be like 10 minutes. Have full game highlights on YouTube. Full game highlights. So it's like you can go watch basically a full game, and it takes a little bit longer for this to come out. But they usually have the sped up game too. So they have the full game highlights where they show just every most of the big plays and points and everything. But they also have a stream or a video where they show the whole game with minus time, minus every made bucket. They show every made bucket basically. So it's like we have other avenues to watch these games for free if you're not trying to pay. But they charging you to watch the games on League Pass or whatever, however else they're trying to make you pay for it. People are going to find other ways to do it.
Yep. So social media plays a part into it. Mainly, it's your stars though. You gotta get them healthy and giving a damn on the court. Actually, like I said, making them want to play. And then also, man, you got also last thing you got to start developing, like focus on your next group of stars, because you got your Stephs, KDs, Bronze, they on their way out. Who's your next core group of guys that you're trying to push and be the face of the league? I mean, we know Wemby is, but like he's playing San Antonio right now. They suck. You really gonna put San Antonio on TV every week just because Wemby's down there? Probably not.
Probably not, man. They gotta figure something out, man, because they got Ant in Minnesota, and they are. We both kind of predicted it, but kind of have fallback so far this season. Ja down there in Memphis.
But hell, they even said like even with the super team Boston got, I said like we know how great Tatum and Brown is, but it's like the NBA Finals scene. Like I said, they had one of their lowest years last year. So like, do people really want to see Boston?
Yeah, people really don't like Boston. I say as Laker fan, so of course I'm biased, but niggas ain't trying to watch Boston. Just being real, man. Niggas ain't trying to watch Boston. So the league got to do something, man. The league is always good when the Knicks are good. The Knicks are supposed to be good. They're not doing so hot this year so far, but they ain't doing that bad either. They can easily bring it back, bounce back and be great. But the league needs something, man. It's
they need a boost.
It's definitely getting scary hours. I think it's in good hands. They just got to find a way to get those young stars and to become a household names. Like LeBron was pretty much immediate household name, and he's been there for 22 years now. So it's like they haven't had anything to worry about for 22 years, and he's been remarkably healthy for his whole career. So they haven't really had anything to worry about. Then you had KD come along, you had Steph come along, you had Russ come in there in the meantime too. So they've had really, really good fortune with this generation that's on the way out.
But let's talk about that real quick, because like, okay, somebody may be watching and say, okay, LeBron got drafted to Cleveland. Cleveland wasn't a big market when he got there. How did they make it happen? Golden State was same with Steph, Seattle same with KD. They was all drafted to the quote unquote small market teams, and they still became face of the franchise, face of the league.
I think they had the build up coming in, and I think that's where these younger stars kind of, I don't want to say missed the peak at, but the guys that had the build up coming in ain't really living up to the hype. The Zion Williamsons.
Yeah.
That's a guy that could have came in and definitely made the New Orleans Pelicans change their fortunes. Like, all right, it's a small market team, but they're going to be on TV because they have Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
He's missed over half their games since he's been in the league, and out again, and definitely this season. So you have those problems, and you got guys who they're banking on too. Ja coming in, and he's missed basically all that season with the behavior issues with the gun shit, then injuries. Those are guys that they banked on.
So you're basically saying it's more on the players and not the NBA with that.
Yeah, because they picked the players. They had the players picked. Like Zion, Ja was getting pushed big, bro. For the gun shit, he was being pushed everywhere. Gun shit happened. They had to refocus everything. Now it's all Anthony Edwards shine, and he'll only be getting the shine for a year and a half now. So luckily he hasn't, he hasn't done anything to really fuck that up. Luckily for him, yet. Hopefully that stays the same. But if he ends up fucking, they gotta find somebody else to shift to. When they shift it, they have to build it from the bottom back up again. Like Ja had his shit already kind of built up, and he kind of made it fall.
And honestly, bro, I think the NBA. I think they're scared of the Anthony Edwards types.
Yeah, because man, he's loose cannon, bro, at the mouth, man. That nigga. Him and Melo, man. Melo has a great opportunity too, but they need to be media trained, bro. Like, please, we are very loose. I'm very loose and free too in my mouth. I be saying fucking shit and everything too, but bro, you can't be dropping F-bombs every fucking interview you get, bro. Like, calm the F-bombs down, my nigga. Like,
you can't be talking like you talking to your homie back home, bro. Like, bro, like him saying no homo after the game. It's like, bro, you gotta
tone that down, brother. Like. I would have even said no Diddy. Like, yeah, I would have been probably fine too, because they would have figured out what that means. But at least you're not going to offend the whole fucking section of the world, bro. Like, you got to think about that shit too. The NBA can't push you if you're doing a shit like that. Same thing, Anthony Edwards. A couple summers ago, he had the whole shit saying, he yelled out the window to those guys. Like, bro, you can't be doing that kind of shit when they're young. They're young 20 something. So, of course, they're going to have those brain fart moments. They just do dumb shit like that. But again, same thing with Ja. They're going to have brain for moments, but they're going to assess the lead back when they have to refocus and rebuild a whole new player up, or a whole player that they wasn't already putting those eggs in their basket. They have to move those eggs from Ja's basket, put them in Ant's basket, and hope that it builds up the same. It's going to take a while. It takes a while for that to happen organically, and it takes a while for the fans to actually go over there and say, okay, yeah, this is the guy we're rolling with now. And now they did it because, you talk to the kids now. Like my niece was a huge Ja fan. Got a Ja jersey 2 years ago. Now I just saw her this weekend. I asked her, you still a Ja fan? She said, not really. I'm more Anthony Edwards fan now. I'm like, oh, okay, so I see the shit that's now starting to happen. Like before it was she didn't know anything it was before. Now she all AE kind of off the job now. So the league is shifting. They're doing a good job of shifting it to the right players, but the players keep fucking up.
That's fair. Fair point. Fair and valid point. So we'll continue to see what happens, man. And I'm just right now, free LaMelo Ball. The way your coach benched you last night in the fourth quarter, bro.
Wow, Melo Ball is leading the league in fourth quarter scoring, over 11 points a game in the fourth quarter. Was benched last night in the fourth quarter for Terrence fucking man. Shout out to man, having a great season. AI Junior right now. Great dunk last night. Terrible call by the coach, man.
Yeah. Like I said, like I tweeted, I know what he went with. He went with the analytics because man finished with a +7 and Melo finished with a -10.
Melo's playing terrible. He's playing terrible.
But still, bro, that's your star player.
You go down with your franchise player in that situation. You go down with your franchise player because now you risk losing him for the whole season.
Yep.
You risk him being off of you, being on some fuck this nigga shit for the rest of the season now. So hopefully he took ownership of that, went back to the locker room and said, look, y'all, I fucked up. I'm sorry, Melo. I'm sorry, bro. I should have put you back out there. Even if you was going to lose me again, we still fucking lost the game. We still lost. So that's the even worse part. You do that move. You win a game, then it could be justified. You lose the game now, he's pissed off. The team's pissed off. Possibly lose the locker room with that.
Yeah, and then you put in guys in situations they haven't been in before because Melo usually finishes the game. So now you expecting the guys out there step up in roles they're not used to. Yeah, it didn't make no sense to me. So
bad decision. He's the first time head coach, though, first season there. So you're gonna take some bumps and bruises, but this was miscalculation. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully he took ownership of that shit when he got to the locker room and apologized to the team and Melo in front of everybody. Because that could definitely go the wrong way real fast.
Nah, facts. Down to the wire 513, man. Make sure I tap in with everything down to the wire 513. Fans of Inside the NBA, it looks like your voices have been heard. It looks like Inside the NBA will continue to live on past the 2025 NBA season. It was announced last week that TNT and ESPN got a new deal with Inside the NBA. And starting next season, they will move Inside the NBA will move to ESPN and ABC starting next season. They announced
licensing deal. So ESPN ain't buying them; they getting licensed through TNT.
Studio will be aired next year on opening night with the same crew: Ernie, Kenny, Chuck, and Shaq. So
I want to say something about that too. Shaq came out and said he is not signed on yet further than this season. He was kind of, I heard it. He didn't say this. Reports say he was frustrated by how they were pushing this narrative that it's going to be the same crew, Chuck, Shaq, and the guys. He said he is not signed on for a new contract. He is only signed to the end of this season, so he don't know what they're talking about. He's saying if they use him to negotiate, they shouldn't do that because he is not signed on yet. Now he's probably saying this for negotiation purposes to get more money, but still, good reasons for him to say that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we know Shaq will be good. Shaq will be good. He'll be good without it, like even if he don't go back.
Yeah, but I think he'll be there.
I was like, he's the one that did it. Stephen A's over there. They got a great relationship over there. Shaq will be.
I think he'll be there.
He'll be there for sure.
I'm just interested how it's gonna go. Like I said, they're getting licensed through TNT to ESPN and ABC. So I'm not even sure they're probably not even gonna be in the same studio as the ESPN people. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. I was kind of happy that they were ended the Inside the NBA shit show, whatever you want to call it. I was, like I said off here, I'm ready for them to get new fresh faces, new fresh insights, and people to actually watch the fucking games on both sides, ESPN and TNT and whoever else. Get people to watch the fucking games, not just the games that they're calling. Watch basketball in general, because they don't even watch the games they're calling. Put it out there. So that's how I feel about it. For the basketball world, they are the best program out there for pregame and halftime shit. So, for them still sticking around, I guess it's a bittersweet. I'm happy they're still sticking around because ESPN coverage sucks. So happy they're still sticking around for that. But like I said, if they're not going to get any better, I'm still not gonna watch the shit. I don't watch it anymore. I stopped watching shit like 2 years ago. I'm not watching it. So yeah.
For me, I just can't stay up and watch no more shit. Uncle, I'm tired.
That's one reason. And also I just got hip to they don't watch fucking games. I got hip to that shit. Like, bro, they don't watch the games. Like I can't listen to them analyze games they don't watch. I'm not doing it. They're funny. So I'll see the clips on Twitter the next morning. But I'm not staying to watch them talk about games they don't fucking watch. Like, I'm not doing it.
So for me, I'm just more worried about like actually, like I said, the programming side of it, and like even though it's licensed, it's gonna be licensed through them to ESPN and ABC. Will we get the same content, same type show with them? Because we know Disney is worth a hell of a lot more than Turner and Warner. So
hell of a lot more. They got a hell of a lot more to protect.
Exactly. So some of the
they are a
stuff,
little bit more of a PG side than Turner. You know, Turner and Warner Brother be having some wild shit on TNT and TBS and True Sport, or what is it called? True TV.
Yep. So I'm just worried. For me, I'm just worried about that. Like I like if you're gonna keep them the same. Don't make them tone it down. Nothing. Hell, y'all already made Chuck turn it down. One of my favorite things. Every time we went to San Antonio, we talk about San Antonio women. That shit
was hilarious. Bro.
That shit was so funny every time. But they made them cut that down. I was like, bro, like that shit was funny.
Yeah, I wonder how you gonna feel about this. You remember last year or 2 years ago? I forget when it was. But I saw a clip when he was talking about I never worked for ESPN. They're gonna have me working from 7 a.m. to 12 midnight.
That was like 8 years ago. Yeah, that was a minute ago.
That shit was funny as hell, man. It's true as fuck though. They're gonna have you on all the programs all fucking day. Like Ryan Clark be on there, get up at 8 a.m. He'd be on there in the post game sports center after their fucking Monday Night Football. Like, bro, do you ever get a chance to go to sleep?
Well, I mean that's true, but I highly doubt that they'll be doing that because I mean from what it looks like, obviously they'll air during the opening week of the season on Christmas, NBA playoffs, NBA finals, which is good. But it looks like they won't be aired on ABC until after the new year, after January 1st.
Okay.
And I mean, and it looks like they'll mainly be working on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay, so it's in 2026. Yeah, it sounds like, huh?
Yeah, like I said, they'll be there for opening night and Christmas Day, but it won't be during the week until after January 1st.
All right. Well, they got a lot of time to work this out too. A lot of time to kind of work through things and sort through things, see how it's going to work out. Like I said off air, just hearing it's just too many cooks in the kitchen. It sounds like to me. Because I also read they're still going to have their NBA countdown program. So I was like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah, it says NBA Countdown studio show will continue to exist. It is likely the show will operate much in the same way in the early years of ESPN NBA rights, when ABC had its own distinct pregame show.
That's just very confusing, man. Because they said that the Inside Crew was going to be the pregame, halftime, and postgame coverage. Now they're saying Countdown is going to be the pregame coverage. So, what are y'all doing?
I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think Inside is probably going to be more on the weekend. So, like maybe like the Wednesday games and maybe even the Friday games, it may be Countdown.
Yeah, it sounds like I don't think ESPN really wanted this. I don't think the NBA really wanted this. I think they kind of had their hands tied when they got sued by Turner Sports after he came to the agreement with the other companies, because Turner apparently, or Warner Brothers, didn't get a chance to match.
Yeah.
You know, so I think this is their last ditch effort, and it worked to keep some kind of NBA content, because this deal also is going through the length of the new NBA TV deal to 11 years. So after that deal is up, they're gonna try to get the NBA back, I'm guessing, on Turner and Warner Brothers full time. Which is, if I'm the NBA right after this whole fiasco here, I'm like, fuck y'all. After this shit, after this is over, I'm not even negotiating with y'all no more. I'm cool, y'all. I'm going straight back to Amazon, straight back to whoever else we got to deal with, ESPN, ABC, NBC. I'm not fucking with Turner Sports anymore or Warner Brothers. I'm cool after this shit. They just made this shit way too messy, way too sloppy. Now we're gonna be looking at this shit like, if I'm the NBA, like I didn't want them on here at all. I wanted them to be done. Now I'm forced to have them doing my content still. I'll be very upset if I'm over in the NBA.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, partial is the fans too. I mean, you gotta get what the fans want. I mean, it's obviously that goes with the TV ratings and everything. But with this, I'm hoping. Well, I'm not me hoping, but I'm pretty sure the NBA is hoping within these 11 years, because we know Shaq and them, they're getting older than they. So within these 11 years, they find somebody, whether it's on Amazon or NBC, they're that next crew that the younger demographic can relate to. Because the NBA, like the inside NBA is more for, so even though you said even though you don't watch it, it's more for our demographic, more for our age.
It's more for our group and higher and older. Probably even older than us, honestly.
So like I said, hopefully the NBA, like I said, is probably looking for that next young new talent, like I said, to come up with the Anthony Edwards, the John Morant's, them, and have that all packaged so the kids can have something to watch too.
That's what I'm saying. This is their opportunity to do that and find those people, and they're being stuck with the same old people.
No, but they can still find them though.
I'd be very upset if I was the NBA. Like, y'all are sticking me with these old niggas still. I'm trying to move on. I'll be very upset.
But now it's just about like, but we know so we know those four are still there. So is the rest of the crew going to be there? Like, is the Jamal Crawfords, the Candace Parkers, are them coming too?
I don't think so. If I was the NBA though, if the NBA wanted them that bad, they would have made Jerry try to push them out of Turner. They didn't want them that bad. They didn't. That's just the best thing that they had to offer. So they're like, all right, if y'all want to stay on with something, just give us them. All right, we'll just take that. Fuck it. We'll just put them with ESPN. Fuck it. That's how I feel the NBA is like, fuck it, man. If we gotta have them on here just to make this shit legally friendly or whatever. Fuck it. Just put them on ESPN with ABC with throw them on with ESPN and ABC, and we'll just make it work. Fuck it.
And honestly, that was the best thing. I mean, well, I think it was the best thing to happen because that's what people have been saying for years. Like, it don't make no difference if it didn't make no difference if the game is on TNT or not. They just cared about the inside the NBA. Like, games could be on ESPN for all they care. Just collab inside the NBA show with ESPN. Like I said, and basically that's what looks like what we're going to get. Especially as I said, I think it's really going to make a difference. Like I said, in NBA playoffs and during the finals. So I really don't see no difference during regular season.
During season, man, I'm still watching. I'll be streaming. It'd be on League Pass. I would rather watch the halftime show in the arena than any halftime program any of these networks put on. Just being real, straight up. Like, I'm so cool on the personnel side and the NBA talking side of this shit, bro. Like, the shows get on my fucking nerves, man. NBA Today, lame. Inside the NBA, lame. If you want any NBA content, watch that 513. Shameless plug.
No, facts. I mean, shit. If we could get away with it legally, shit, we'd broadcast during some games.
If I knew how, I would put our stream on ESPN. I would hack their fucking servers and put our shit on there every fucking hour of the day.
On that part now, but I'm just saying. We would stream some games. We would sit and watch the games and talk about the games.
Halftime show, the post game show, the pregame show. Fuck it, man. But nah, like I said, this is what the majority of the fans wanted, out there. So, like I said, as a basketball fan, I'm happy that the community got what it wanted. Personally, I still won't be watching any of that programming. Just put it out there. I do watch NBA Today a little bit just to. They got my guy Brian Horse on there. Brian Horse is very knowledgeable on some shit, so I do watch them when he's on there. But most part, man, I don't watch none of that shit, man. I might watch the clips that they put on, like the interviews they be interviewing the players. I might see that on my timeline on Twitter or on social media. But if you want to get NBA content, read some articles. There's some great writers, great NBA writers out there still. Great content creators still out there on YouTube and on other platforms that put out NBA content too. That's not biased. They don't have to look out for any kind of business partners they have, because you gotta think about it too. If ESPN and Turner and all these companies are in bed with the NBA, with doing business with the NBA, they're gonna be very favorable in the NBA. So keep that in mind, guys. You're watching these programs, or talking about things that the NBA is doing, and they bring in favorably, like, bro, that's so fucking. Why they like that? Stupid, because they have to like it. If they don't like it, they're gonna get the content pulled from them.
And which is why I feel that Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson are with ABC no more.
Yep. Exactly why. Because they were saying shit on air that Adam Silver didn't like. They were questioning calls, questioning league rules, questioning the way the league did shit. Like, why don't we do it this way? Why don't we do it that way? It makes more sense to just do it this way. Adam Silver didn't like that shit. And so he probably made some calls indirectly and said, yo, if you guys are looking to get us back, you might want to get rid of these guys. And what happened? They got fired.
I mean, because you mean to tell me that Jeff Van Gundy isn't good enough to land somewhere else?
Crazy, man.
You tell me Mark Jackson can't get on TV somewhere else?
Crazy. Crazy. So, yeah, I think, that's actually a good point. I'm thinking about that. They got blackballed throughout the whole industry. I didn't think about that. Didn't even think about that. They got Jeff Van Gundy back on the bench coaching for the LA Clippers. Shout out to Jay. He probably wanted to too as well. Shout out to Jeff Van Gundy. He's doing a great job for LA Clippers. Damn. Crazy, man.
All right. Last thing. Not last thing. It's so much. It's really so much we can continue to dive into NBA. I put this in group chat. You want to hit on a few storylines of the NBA? Like basically, I was just talking about the whole Joel Embiid situation.
For sure. This guy.
So
he's a clown.
So shout out Tyrese Maxey, man. Basically called out Joel Embiid about him showing up late, his behaviors around the team, basically proving telling him how detrimental that is to the team and the young players up and coming. That he plays that impacts the team and it plays a big part of how guys view and see the team. So shout out to Tyrese Maxey on doing that.
Big shout out to him.
And honestly, like I said, with Joel Embiid is one of the reasons why I feel like the NBA, he's part of the reason like the NBA ratings are down. People want to play people pay to see Joel Embiid. He's one of your top 10 players in the league, and he's hardly available. Honestly, at this point, you would think he's been in the league, what? Is he double digit years now?
Yeah, I want to say like 10 years now.
Like you would think he would have been mature by now, but bro, like he's still the same person when he came in the league.
Yeah, pretty much.
Big ass kid,
man. And it's unfortunate that the young guy on the team, the young up and coming rising star, superstar, had to say something to you, bro. Like Tyrese Maxey gotta check you.
Mm-hmm.
Like this nigga just barely he been in the league for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
You got him checking you, bro. You supposed to be the vet of the team. You're the MVP of the team, of the league. Shit, bro. You come out here, I think the first time we heard stories about Joel Embiid being unprofessional. Just call it that, unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
We hear that he's never really in shape when he's coming into the season. I remember listening to Pat Bev talk about it. He said he had to challenge Joel Embiid to do extra sprints after practice because he didn't want to work out after practice. Like he out of shape. Like, come on, Joel, we're gonna do these sprints, man. We're gonna do some line sprints. And Joel didn't want to do it. They had to physically make him do it. And he had to pull him up and make him like, come on, let's go. And like, how you do a little kid, like, come on, bro, like pull him, drag him on the court, like,
yep,
had to drag his big ass on the court, bro. And the fact that Philly continues to put their trust in him when he obviously doesn't care that much, honestly. It shows he doesn't care. He's very, very talented, very, very good at basketball. Like you said, top 10 player, probably a top 3 player in the league when he's healthy, when he's in the right headspace. But you never know what Joel Embiid you want to get, man.
Yeah. And like I said, if you're a guy like say Tyrese Maxey or hell, like say Paul George, it's like, bro, I came here to try to win a championship, and you are a huge part of that. I mean, and I know PG just got there, but you would hope he would have been saying something to him by now. Like, bro, you have enough equity in this league by now where you can come into damn near any organization and express yourself.
Yeah, especially if he's been late this season. Tyrese has been there with Tyrese's whole career, so Tyrese has probably seen it. So he's more, by all means, you probably seen it for the last couple of years, him being late to everything. Mm-hmm. But PG, if you come in there, that's the first thing you should have said, bro. As soon as you see him late twice, you should have been like, yo, first time, let it slide. Who knows? He got kids. He got a life. Who knows what might happen? But you see it become a thing, bro. You should put him to the side immediately. Like, bro, look, I just got here, bro, but is everything all right? What's going on? Like, why you always late, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just talk to him like that. And then if some bullshit, Call his ass out, bro. Hold his ass accountable. That's the big problem in all these leagues, man. It's accountability.
Yep.
We're talking about over the weekend with the Bengals. Same thing in NBA, man. You got to hold players accountable. Got to.
And I'm glad Tyrese basically it got out to the public.
Yep.
Hold Embiid's big ass to being accountable. Because it just seems it's way too talented to be same record as fucking Washington Wizards at 2-11.
Bottom of the East, man. Bottom of the league is way too talented for that. And Tyrese has been wasting his year away because he was balling out earlier in the season. They were losing. He's been hurt recently, but earlier in the year, he was putting up 30, 40, 50 points even once, and then he's getting losing. So he has every right to be upset with Joel Embiid. And if it continues and Joel doesn't get held accountable, I'll if the head coach be yell at him and to the front office too, and tell them about themselves too.
Yeah, and honestly, and bigger picture, Joel Embiid, you're impacting the whole city. We talked about this last year with the whole Ja Morant situation. Fans in Philly want to come to see you, bro. All the business around the stadium, around the arena, require hoping the Sixers be good so that can help their business.
Yep.
The fact that you ain't out there playing, the fact that the Sixers out there is at the bottom of the East right now, not in the playoff hunt right now, it's hurting business around the city of Philadelphia, bro.
Facts.
And you sitting up here on the max making top money.
Yep, you getting paid regardless. So you don't care about it. You don't care about the bars down the street who ain't getting no business because y'all ain't getting no fans in the building because y'all losing fucking game. You don't care about that shit. So your check's still clear. You still a 100 millionaire. You don't give a fuck.
So yeah, shout out to Tyrese Maxey once again, man, for holding them accountable.
We need more of that too, man.
In all sports, really.
Yep.
In all sports. All right. Quick update. Looks like the Cavs bounced back. Well, the Cavs bounced back from last night. Great game last night. They were down 20, fought back.
Good game, man.
I bounced back with a huge win over the Pelicans. They beat the ass. Like we said, I mentioned earlier, the Pelicans missing their whole damn roster. So
Pelicans, man. Sad.
Facts. Zion, you same reason, bro. You same thing down going to New Orleans too, bro.
Same thing, man. And they got a real guy down there. They ain't treating right. My guy Bi, but they giving Zion the world, and this nigga ain't even fucking want to be down there for real.
Crazy.
Fucked up, man. Fucked up.
Shout out to Dog Connect. Shout out to Dog Connect. We mentioned earlier, 37 last night.
Tied the rookie record for 3-pointers made, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big night. He should be starting for the rest of the season, or I don't say rest of the season, for the time being, right now. When Rui gets back, sorry Rui, yeah, you got to chill on the bench for now, man. Let Dog Connect rock out.
So I seen this debate. Not this debate because it wasn't really it, but somebody mentioned on Twitter basically how teams should look at more when drafting players, more seasoned players in college compared to your 19-year-old one and dones with potential. I know we forget who we talked about that. I know we talked about it on this show before. I forget who was what draft class it was. But how you feel about that statement about drafting basically the Kyle Kuzmas compared to the Brandon Ingrams? I think
that's actually a good comparison. That was a good year with that happened. That was everybody was saying, "Oh man, Kuz better than Bi."
Mm-hmm.
Look who's better now. But that kind of goes what I'm saying. I would look at potential still, and probably draft based on that, depending on the team you have, man. Like if you have a team that's already like playoff worthy, already kind of fringe, just need a couple more pieces, then maybe you can look at an older player like a Don Connect or a Kyle Kuzma, back in that year, But if you're a young team building, man, you got to take the most upside.
So do you think who had the Hawks had the first pick right this year?
Yeah, Hawks.
So you think Atlanta with Dalton Connect, obviously they will be good. They'll be a little bit good this year, better this year.
Better.
But long term, Is it still wait and see what the young bull from France going to do, or would you rather be good now?
This is a bad year for that example, because this year example, I probably would have just took whoever I'm thinking is going to be the best player for my team. But this year, you didn't have a clear cut number one.
Right.
It was like it's kind of tossed out there. He's supposed to top out.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you were them, you know, probably not, because you have trade like because we guys who are like 22 already, they kind of already are what they're going to be.
Right.
You know, I hate to say that, but you're not going to get that much. You're going to get a lot better. Don't get me wrong. You're going to be NBA now. You're going to get a lot better, but you're not going to be able to add that much as far as like a guy who's not 18 coming in. Like I thought we got to go back to Gilbert. Gilbert talked about this on this podcast today. When you got a guy who's 18 coming in, a guy's 22 coming in, you put them in the same environment at that time at 18 and 4 years, but he's 22. Yeah. He's going to be way better than even that guy is at 26 in 4 years. You know, so I have to go with the 18-year-old, you know, especially if they're are kind of even, or if the upside is like way on the 18-year-old side, I'm going with the 18-year-old almost every time. If I'm a rebuilding team, almost every time.
Yeah, and I would agree, because like I said, how many guys, like I said, Dog Connect, what Dog Connect, 23?
Yeah, I think he's 23.
So basically, like, do we think Dalton Connect will ever be like the face of the Lakers? Like, once Bron is gone, once AD is out in his prime, will he be the best player on the Lakers or the face of the Lakers?
If he is, we're in trouble.
I would say, yeah, I would agree.
Not saying that he's a bad player, or not saying that's impossible, but if he's the best player on our team, but AD retires, nigga, he's gonna be like 28, probably. That's like, I say AD with 5 more years. AD probably got more years, not hopefully. But just saying, if he's late, if he's in the prime years, so let's say 26 to like, I don't know, 25 to like 30, maybe 5 prime years.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in trouble, man. We're gonna be in trouble, because he's gonna be 25 in 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And how much? Yeah, like I said, and I see how much better will he actually be within those.
Yeah, he might be really, he might be one of the top players in the league. Who knows? But chance of that happening in 2 years is not very high. You have to look at it like this too. Like Gilbert said this too once. I thought it was a great thing to look at it. Don Connect came in the league at 20, 22, 23. You have to look at players that are 22, 23 right now in the NBA. Those are guys who just got that max rookie extension. Those are the Anthony Edwards. Is Don Connect good as Anthony Edwards? Fuck no. Fuck no. He's very good. Very good rookie. But is he Anthony Edwards? Is he LaMelo Ball? Fuck no. So absolutely not. Like, those were guys that were 18 coming in 5 years ago, 4 years ago. They got the big mega bag. Is on Connect? Can he be that good in 4 years? Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
It could. And like
in 4 years, that guy that was Ricochet, if he was coming in, if he gets in the same system, who knows? If he develops the way he's supposed to be, he's going to be shit on Don Connect in 4 years, probably. If he develops his way he's supposed to be.
And also, like, he could be what he is now, but it's like 4 years ago wasn't nobody checking for Don Connect. Like, we didn't know who he was. So he would, like, so let's say he would have entered the draft 4 years ago. He would have been undrafted. He'd have been overseas probably somewhere.
Yep. You gotta look at guys like, who was Ja? You know, those kind of guys, like, those are 22, 23-year-olds in the league right now who are they Don Connect? Can Don Connect be that good? Possibly. He had 37 last night, so who knows? He might come out here, if he gets the opportunity, he could be that good if he gets that opportunity. But coming in as a rookie, you're not going to get the opportunity on a team that he's on. You know, so you got to think about that too. If your team is shitball and you have a top pick and you got to get the guy come in and he's going to get the world handed to him, maybe you can give him the reins and hope that he can be, you know, get into the upper echelon of his age group in his first year.
Right.
But that's asking for a lot, because I'm looking at age group, not years in the league group. I'm looking at the age group. You know, I don't care if you've been in the league 5 years. If you're 18, you know, I'm looking at the other 18-year-olds you're going up against, not 24-year-olds. Looking at 18-year-olds.
Yeah, if you're still in the league at 5 years after you're 18, you're doing something right.
Obviously, bad example, but you know what I mean.
You're doing something right. I mean, but now, because look at James Wiseman. Like, he got drafted, he's on his way out of the league right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to get some good scouts, man. For one, have to make sure the kid goes to the right system. You know, that's the issue right there. That's the situation where they were better off getting a 22, 23-year-old because they didn't have a young team.
Right.
Like, it makes no sense for a young rebuilding team to pick a guy that's going to be ready to play right now. I mean, it makes sense, but like, like if Don Connect was on the Hornets,
Yeah.
Like how much did he help them out? He helped them out a little bit, but they're probably still going to suck. And how much he's going to be learning and how much he's going to grow in that situation? Probably not much. Him being 23, him playing with other guys that are younger and that have trying to come up, and he's like, bro, like, what the fuck am I doing here? But coming into a situation where he's playing with 40-year-olds and LeBron, he's like, shit, I can rock out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up it. So obviously we know he felt us at 17.
A lot of teams could have used him. Yeah, picked before him.
A lot of teams for sure could have definitely used him.
A lot of teams could have used him, man. Like even Atlanta, when they picked him at number 1, they definitely. Ricochet is having a good year though. So I ain't gonna say that. Ricochet having a decent year. He's decent. But what would Dalton do with that kind of time? I think he gets a little more clock than Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
What would Dalton do with that kind of opportunity?
Yeah.
So it's really all subjective when you look at it, man, because you never know until that player is put into that situation that other player is in. Like you never know how it turned out. You never will know.
Yeah, and honestly, like you said, this was a overall bad year, bro. Like I said, for guys. Like, so basically the guys coming out of the draft, like I said, the best player last year, like young player, like one and done player, was arguably Dillingham.
Yeah, he barely gets any clock for the Timberwolves right now. So
or Reed
Shepard, but he's not having a good year either right now. So it's like last year wasn't really a good year for it. You kind of just had to kind of go with your gut last year, and that's kind of why I think the players a little bit older, the players that got drafted last year are kind of shining, like Dog Connect, Zach Edey having a good year so far. You're seeing some of the older guys thriving. They get an opportunity and they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and they're not asked to be the guy on the team.
Yeah, not looking at to be the number 1 option, even number 2 option. They're like way down the line option. Like, yeah, if you get hot, we're gonna feed you, but we're not looking for you to get hot unless if it happens, it happens.
Coming here, know your role.
Yep. Shout out Dog Connect though, man. It was fun watching that last night, man. It's fun watching him cook.
Facts.
Shout out D'Lo, man, for getting him the ball and getting him. And D'Lo, JJ said after the game, D'Lo set him up perfectly, man. Even when D'Lo didn't pass on the ball, he set flare screens for him and he made sure he got the ball. Shout out D'Lo for being a good vet.
Yep. All that shit goes unnoticed. Like I said, hey man, JJ Redick being at the helm, bro. Like I said, it just feels different in LA.
Feels so much different, bro. Like.
Down to the Wire 513, episode 354. Make sure I tap in with everything down to the Wire 513. Let's go on dive to the NFL. We will hit that last topic towards the end of the show. Let's dive into the NFL real fast. We're already in week 12 of the NFL season.
Crazy, should be flying, bro.
Before we do rapid fire and look at a few games this week 12. Looking back, week 11. Some of the things that stood out to you.
Another heartbreak for the Bengals. Unfortunate, man. Heartbreak. Wasting the season Joe's having. It's really fucked up, bro. Like, this is I thought Joe would have a down year, and he's like tearing it the fuck up.
Yep.
Like number 1 in touchdowns, number 1 in passing yards.
Yep.
Like, and we had that to surf for. We were 3-7, 4-7, whatever it was. Terrible. Probably gonna miss the playoffs unless we went out. Might make the playoffs. We went out. Might. It's a big might, but just sad, bro. It's a fucked up season, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah, man. I hate teams wasting great talent like that, bro. Like I said, not just with Joe Burrow. I mean, hell, like Chase is Chase is, he's on his way to getting Triple Crown, bro. Like,
yeah,
number one in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns. Like, bro, he's on pace to do that. Trey Hendrickson's having another great year. And, bro, like I said, I don't know what it is, bro. They just can't finish football games, bro.
Jamar Chase said it. They can't finish. And he kind of blamed coaching, bro. I know me and Doc say it a lot. He blamed coaching. When he said we can't finish, I wish I had the sound, man. He said we can't finish. The reporter said, how do you get better at that? He said, I don't know. I don't call plays. He said, I just play football. He said, what do you mean? You forgot to finish? And he said, I don't call plays for it. I play football. I don't call plays for us. So he meant like finishing is a big part on the coaching. I didn't play football in high school or any pro level before any organized football at all, honestly. So I don't know how the coach could have. Well, I do know how they could help him, but I'm not sure what he was pertaining to, meaning why the coaches could help them. Well, I'd like for them to have him expand on that answer, but me and Doc say all the time, it's fucking coaching.
Somewhat, yeah. The coaching has been bad this year, but part of it also in that clip that you referred to, he referred to Evan McPherson. Bro, we pay you the big bucks, bro.
He did.
We pay you the big bucks. You got to make those kicks, bro. You had two chances, bro.
That shit was harsh, man. When he said that shit, I was like, ooh, that shit like that in the locker room now. Ed's looking at Evan like, man, you bitch ass nigga, bro. We paying you all this fucking money. Had that good 1 year, and then after that, you've been shitty ever since, bro. Last 2 years, he been kind of iffy, bro. Especially this year, he been kind of shitty.
Yeah, I mean, especially from 50 yards, where usually he's been Money. That's where they got his name, Money Mac, from. But shit, now the nigga EBT Mac, like bro, like that, like
that shit maxed out, huh? The EBT maxed out,
man. And then my thing is like, bro, this NFL, bro. He didn't even stick around and answer no questions or nothing from the media, bro. Like McPherson got the fuck up out of there, and they on a bye, so we ain't gonna hear from him until next week.
Yeah, so if you do at that point, you ask him about it, it's like, now you asked about that for. Man, that's weak, bro. I ain't know he dipped out.
Yeah, he dipped out, but yeah, I mean,
I'm weak. Back.
Everything what Chase said, like I said, Chase said what everybody in that locker room is thinking. He's just man enough to say it. And when you start a player, you can get away with it.
Yep. Nah, that's fact though, man. When you pay them big bucks, you gotta hit them kicks, man.
Yeah.
Got to, especially when they just. Of course, we're trying to score, but bro, when we get down there, man, we trusting you to hit this kick, bro. You don't make it. That's. It could be his job this year. I'll be surprised if he come back next year.
Well, shit, they just paid him, like, so.
NFL, bro. You gotta actually work the money. NFL is all full of funny money. When you sign a contract, you best that shit is monopoly money. Until that shit hits your bank account, don't count on it. That's I would play that shit. They just play them though. But something gotta change. I don't suspect Zach Taylor to be fired, knowing Cincinnati's management and history. So some changes gotta be made. And if that's one change I'm making from Zach Taylor, I'm sorry, Evan, you gotta go. If he's staying, if Zach Taylor staying, Evan has to go. He has to go. Because I don't trust you. If I'm Zach Taylor, I don't trust you no more, bro. I don't trust you anymore. If I'm staying, next year I'm in the hot seat. You're not gonna be here. Fuck about my job.
But to defend McPherson just a little bit, I gotta give blame to Zach Taylor. Because
blame Zach Taylor. T finally blames Zach Taylor, y'all. Every week, me and Doc try to blame Zach Taylor. You always sticking up for this nigga. Now you blaming him. Welcome to the fan. To the bandwagon. I mean.
I'm blaming him for Evan McPherson missed field goals. And the reason I'm blaming for him, how many times this year during all the games you watch the Bengals when they cross midfield, 4th down, but they decide to go for it.
They go for that shit.
So if you don't give my man reps from 50 yards enough, when you finally expect me to make them, like, bro.
We spoke on that when that happened. That we said what happened. We were like, all right, now he not fucking with Evan now. When he need him, when he actually had to fuck with him, he miss it. We actually talked about that. So you need reps. No matter what you're doing, you need reps. Very good point.
So I mean, like I said, it's Zach. I know your season's on the line, and like I said, when you're in the red zone, if you want to go for it, okay, cool. You're that close to the end zone, cool. But bro, you don't have to go for it every single time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely probably hurt his confidence a little bit, but I think he probably did that too because Evan is not playing that good this season. So I think he probably like this thing already ain't playing that good. Fuck it, we going for it, man. Every time we going for it. I gotta trust my offense.
But not only that, I mean, hell, it's not Evan. It comes down to the team too. Because like I said, when you put yourself in that hole, now you have to go for it because you gotta try to win games.
Yep, just like the 1 week when I forget what week it was, but multiple weeks now. This with this team, I feel like they shouldn't have been in the situation where he needs to make a field goal to win a game, or to tie the game, or even do anything. Shouldn't have came down to that because we were up or we had the game in control and just fucked it off.
Yep.
So it's just all around bad year for them. Coaching, not all around because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase playing great, but other than them two, all right, iffy year other than them.
So
and Trey is in the defense. He has some iffy moments against Lamar Jackson. We can talk about them a little bit. That's my next take on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. But overall, he's had a good season. The defense just fucking sucks though. Other than Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Henderson, sometime on defense, terrible season. Everywhere else around, terrible.
So now, like you said, moving forward, like I guarantee you, Zach is going to be thinking twice about kicking field goals now, and whole team is going to be holding their breath. Like, can he do it? Is he going to make it?
Now it's in Evans' head. Now you got Jamar Chase talking about it.
Yep.
He like, fuck, man, they called me out. Shit.
Yep.
But at the same time, he could take that as Jamar Chase showing faith in me. Like, hey, he know why they pay me. So I'm gonna go out here and prove him right.
Yeah,
that's how he needs to think about it. That's how he has to think about it at this point.
Make fucking field goals.
I could be online, bro.
Make fucking kicks. That's all you got to do.
They'll find a way to get him out of here. They will find a way.
My biggest takeaway this week. It finally happened. The Kansas City Chiefs got a L.
Told y'all, man. I called that shit. I already knew that. I told y'all.
They finally took an L. It was looking iffy. It was looking iffy at first. I mean, because as long as they kept it close, I was like, man, Kansas City gonna pull this shit out.
Josh motherfucking Allen though. Josh motherfucking Allen.
Did just enough to get the team win. 30-21 victory over the Chiefs. So yeah, Patrick Mahomes, even though it's 3 touchdowns, threw 2 more interceptions. It's just something going on with Mahomes this year.
That nigga, I don't know what's going on with him this year, but he is looking like maybe he's trying to challenge himself. Let me see how many picks I can throw this year and still win a Super Bowl. Let me see if he's trying to be the first Super Bowl, the first quarterback to lead the league in interceptions and win a Super Bowl. I think he's trying to do this year.
Man,
what he wants to do. That'll be a crazy feat if he does it. But yeah, they are finally the clock finally struck midnight on these niggas. But still, if I'm the Bills, I'm happy. We gave them the first loss. I'm still looking like, damn. Now we gave them even more ammo to beat us in the playoffs. Now they're gonna really looking for to beat us in the playoffs.
I mean, but like I said, that's not no wild stat because, like I said, basically to your point you just said, the Bills have beaten the Chiefs I think the last 3 or 4 years in the regular season.
And the regular season.
But when it comes to the playoffs,
they don't win, bro. In the playoffs. And the Bills just need to focus on even getting there. If they got to play, if they can match it up to meet the Chiefs in the championship game, because they can't even get there most of the time. They only got there once in Josh Allen's history here. So they got to focus on even getting to that game if they can even line up to meet them in the championship game. Because, like we said, 2 years ago they even fucking lose to the Bengals at home. Yep. So last year I forget who they lost to, but they lose in the first round again last year, didn't they?
They lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah, come on. So come on at home. But then the Chiefs won our world last year. So yeah, they have to make through this year. Gave them their first loss. They're still, Chiefs still on the inside looking out. With only 1 loss, so I don't think they have much to worry about. Well, I'm not gonna say much to worry. They have a lot to worry about. If you ask me to, yeah, they're winning games. They're almost undefeated. That's the first loss of the season, but What's going on already, bro? They can't stay in bounds. Yeah, can't stay in bounds. Ain't the first week he did it either.
Yeah, nah, he's still thinking it's college. Nah, bro, you need two. You need two feet in you.
Nigga drug his foot before he caught the ball. Bro. Like you can tell you ain't got these reps in, my nigga. You can tell.
Slow down, bro. Like
yeah, you gotta just calm down, man. You can tell you ain't got them reps in. You can tell you just out there just going on 10, man. Slow down. But we saw this last year with them, with the receivers dropping balls. Diddy. So maybe they can say the same thing this year. Recover from all these mishaps that happened during the season and come up big in the playoffs and maybe plays in the playoffs. So he's wide open, and just caught it and stepped out of bounds. So,
and honestly, bro, like I said, right now they one loss. All roads still lead to Kansas. You still got to go to Kansas City and beat them.
Yeah.
And we know.
So, good problem to have for them to, have some issues, but still be on the inside looking out, still be on like, yeah, we still got to come up here and beat us to get where they want to go.
And obviously they're gonna get Pacheco back at running back. I believe Juju will be back before the playoffs too. So.
Yep. Hopefully they can get Kelsey going for them. For that sake, hopefully not for me. I want them to win. I want them to lose. But hopefully for them, they can get Travis Kelsey going because he still has no touchdowns. I don't think, does he? Or maybe one.
I think he has one.
Maybe one. But he is not this season now too. Okay. Yeah, he is not having a good season at all. Maybe he's saving it for the playoffs, saving it for the last stretch of the season. Hopefully he is for his sake and their sake. They're gonna need him in the playoffs. Once they do get there.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can. I said with them, I said not being the efficient offense, and then you're just putting more pressure on your defense to keep it close.
Yeah.
And obviously, we know that's
all year, man. They've been holding you down all year,
mm-hmm.
And the offense is gonna have to start picking up the slack because they're gonna eventually start getting worn down, bro. Like it's the NFL. If they're not already feeling the pain, they're gonna start feeling the pain soon, start aching and feeling that shit soon. And they're gonna build a whole team under 15, 20 points all season. It's gonna be tough.
Nah, facts. But shout out to the Buffalo Bills getting that huge win.
Big time win.
Now they got to figure out Baltimore because they got smoked by Baltimore too.
Speaking of Baltimore, man, what's going on with them, bro? That last play of the game, not having Derrick Henry out there is a little bit questioning, if you ask me.
Bro, they might need to fire Todd Monken, bro.
Man, they want to go there, but what is bro doing, bro? Like last year in the playoffs, you used to go away from the run. That was already like, all right, bro. You're lucky we bring your ass back this year. And this year, he just like, yeah, we having a great season, but it's just certain moments, bro. They just make dumbass decisions.
Exactly.
Like first week of the season, you don't get about Derrick Henry that much. Like, what are you doing? You get him in free agency, fucking use him. And then this past week, I get you want to get the ball to Lamar Jackson, but I have him on the field. Just for even a decoy or just for a block. He's a big ass nigga. Put him on a fucking field, bro. He big as fuck. If he ain't getting the ball, he at least block somebody.
Don't understand it at all. Don't understand it at all. Like I said, he only had 13 carries, bro. When it's a that was a true definition of an AFC North game, bro. Like that was a physical game. Nigga, that's why you got him from Tennessee, bro. Derrick Henry should have had 30 carries that last game, bro.
Punish them and use him, bro. Use him.
I guarantee by the fourth quarter they got tired of hitting this nigga.
Yeah, I'm not touching him no more. My body hurt, my arms hurt for trying to tackle this nigga. I'm not touching him no more.
And then if you don't give it to him, whoop, you got Lamar. They tired. Oh, Lamar can run up the side.
I'm gone for real.
Yeah,
I don't understand what he's doing, bro.
Todd Monken is gonna be their biggest downfall, bro.
He's too smart for his own good sometimes. Like he just like, what are you doing? Just make the simple decision, bro. Make the simple decision. Even if it makes too much sense, who fucking cares? Nobody's gonna question if you have your best players out there.
Nobody.
It doesn't work out. It just didn't work out. Maybe question the formation or some shit, but they're not gonna question it. You had the two best players out there. Mm-hmm. You think it's been carrying you all season. Your receivers are still fucking iffy. Zay Flowers,
man.
These niggas still fucking iffy, bro.
I know Lamar got to be pissed, bro. Like 3 drops, bro. I know Lamar.
You niggas owe me some money, bro. Every drop, $100, $1,000. Every drop, 1,000. Every drop, I need a sack from you niggas. Every fucking drop.
And that's what Monkey, you got to see that too. Like, bro, your receivers ain't got it today. Run the fucking ball, bro. Even more reason to run the ball.
And I don't like to say Flowers, but bro, you cannot be that when he had him right in the chest. I don't want Lamar. I want to punch the nigga in the face, bro. Like after we fucking fighting, bro. We fucking fighting. Not having it, bro.
And that's the crazy part, bro. They were still in the game for the most. They were still in the game.
That's what I'm saying, man. They are a remarkably good team. Man, like I go off and on putting them as best team in the league. They make dumb decisions though. They have these games where they lose against teams they should easily beat. They should easily beat. And even if it's like, they lost to the Steelers too. Close divisional games, tough divisional games. You still win these games.
Bro, yeah. The Steelers didn't score a touchdown, bro. They kicked 6 field goals.
You should still win these games, man. You should still, it's just.
And hell, we talk about kickers too. Shit, Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals early in the game, bro. Like,
yeah. Just mind baffling to me, man. They just something about them, man. You can't trust them, man. Like you want to put your eggs in their basket. You want them to win. We want to see Lamar do well. We want to see them get to Super Bowl and win one. But it's just
I'm gonna be so hurt. I'm
about them, man. If they play a team that's the worst in the playoffs, the first round, they might fuck around and lose, bro.
I'm gonna be, bro. They do that. I'm gonna be so devastated. Like
they might fuck around and lose, bro. I could see them playing the fucking Chargers and fucking losing, bro. I can see it now. I can see it fucking out.
This is football, bro. Like you can, like, bro, like getting to the playoffs, majority healthy, bro, is a blessing when it comes to football, bro.
Yes,
you have to take advantage of those years. Like I said, that's why I was so upset. Like I said last year when they lost to the Chiefs. It's like, bro, like y'all was healthy for the most. Y'all was number 1 seed.
That's the one you need right there, man.
Number 1 seed in the West. They came to y'all crib and y'all still lost the game.
I'm telling you, man, I can see them this year getting there and losing to the fucking Chargers or somebody shitty, the fucking Broncos or somebody ass they got no business losing to.
Tell me, bro. Yeah, then we all know how the media gonna pile on. Is Lamar Jackson really
all about Lamar Jackson? Is Lamar Jackson good enough? Whoa, was Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson this, Lamar Jackson. It ain't gonna be nothing about head coach, nothing about the offensive coordinator. All about Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Why he's not good enough? Why he can't do it? Well, I don't want to see that shit, man. So get it together, Ravens.
But to the flip side, does this? I mean, we know Tomlin is a hell of a good coach. Should we look at the Steelers as potential Super Bowl contenders? 8-2, number 1 in the AFC North. It's they division to control right now.
When you say Super Bowl contenders, you mean get there or win it?
Well, be one. Well, I'd say get there. Depends who they play, but be one of the teams out of the AFC to represent the AFC.
Are they true contenders, man? I'm gonna say no. I don't know. I think they overperform what they are still. So I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no right now, just because I'm just looking at their schedule, and their best wins was this past week against the Ravens, which I mean, by all means, you could say they lost because they didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah,
and then last week against the Commanders. I'm not counting that Falcons win. That was first game of the season. Teams are still trying to figure it out. The Falcons team is totally different from now to then.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Pittsburgh, they still got a little bit of gauntlet come up because they got the Eagles. They got to go to the Eagles. They got the Baltimore. They got the Ravens again. Then they got the Chiefs. All three back-to-back weeks. So
that's gonna be really the true test for them to see how serious they are, man. Like they're good. I think they're good. But like I said, I think their record is better than they actually are. I think.
That's fair.
Like you said, you went through their schedule and saw their best wins. They beat teams that they should beat, and even teams they should probably lose to, they still come out and beat them. But I think they overperform.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is a Super Bowl contender team, championship defense for sure. That defense is
TJ Watt, man. TJ Watt is a fucking monster, bro. Fucking monster. They were looking at watching Pat McAfee today. They were talking about stats. They were comparing him and Myles Garrett, and they're both great players, by the way. But comparing those guys in the last like 6 years or 8 years, some shit, whatever it was, just the amount of, I forget what it was. I think it was the amount of pressures that they caused. TJ was head and heels with everybody else, but Myles Garrett was close, but it still wasn't even fucking close in the last 8 years. Last like 2 years, Henderson's up there too. He in the mix the last 2 years, but
you got to put that.
He's been in the league, man. He's been causing fucking havoc.
But you got to put that in context too, though, because how many of those seasons did TJ Watt season end because of injury?
Yeah.
How many games did he miss because of injury? Like TJ Watt's been hurt a lot during those 8 years.
About half of his fucking career, probably, literally, and he had more pressures than even Myles Garrett, who ain't been hurt that much throughout his career. He's been pretty healthy for his career. All he's considering, especially compared to TJ Watt. And the Watt family. The Watt family just has injuries. Nightmare. But yeah, man, their defense is great. TJ Watt is leading that. So yeah, Russ is playing great, man. Shout out to Tomlin for making that move. Looking like he should be definitely in the round for Coach of the Year this year.
Nah, facts. Detroit Lions put up a whopping 52 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think that just says more about how Jacksonville sucks.
Dan Peterson about to get fired. Unfortunately for him, it's his last season there, bro. I was surprised if he can last.
And I'm gonna say this: I forget who was it. It was you or Doc defending Mac Jones, bro. Mac Jones ain't an NFL quarterback, bro.
Yeah, he's shitty.
He's done.
No, what we were saying that he might get a chance. We were saying he deserves a chance because Bill Belichick wrote him in New England. That's what we were saying.
Was he getting a chance? Was he getting a chance?
He got a chance. He got a chance. Yeah, he got a chance.
This second game. I mean,
is this a real chance though, bro? Come on, this team's already dead in the water. He's getting thrown out there.
I mean, but you gotta be able to show you can play though. Like, bro, like you can't like 6 points.
I hear you.
Even if we lose, like give me 21 to 50. Like throw some touchdowns. Like put up some decent numbers.
I hear you.
That's all I'm saying. But I think Mac Jones he might be on his way out of the league. Anything else?
Bill Belichick played a huge part in that. I drafted Mac Jones in New England and fucking just sabotaged him, man. As soon as he drafted him, gave this man a fucking special teams coordinator and defensive coordinator to be his quarterback's coach or offensive coordinator. So you're right though. Mac Jones probably right now.
Well, word on the Cincinnati streets is the Bengals. Well, since the Bengals fans, they won't get rid of Zach Taylor and hire Bill Belichick.
I don't think Bill would even consider coming to Cincinnati, man. You think he would come here?
If they gave him what he want, my thing is I don't think Mike Brown will give him what he want.
Yeah, he want control.
Bill wants control, yeah, and I don't think Mike.
He want to be the fucking financial fucking person. He wants to be everything.
And Mike Brown ain't going for all that. Hell no.
They were saying the Jets too, but when he Jets coach already before in his career, like years and years and years ago.
I don't think he was the head coach. I think he was under Bill. I think he was like the assistant under Bill Parcells.
Yeah, Parcells, okay. Yeah, I don't know what Bill's gonna do. I wouldn't come to Cincinnati if I was him. I wouldn't come to Cincinnati if I was him. No offense to here. I love here, but yeah, I wouldn't do it.
And again, one, I wouldn't do it because obviously we've seen the league is trending to young up and coming coaches, and I'm not about to get a 72-year-old coach.
Yeah, that's that too. I wouldn't do it for the Bengals because I wouldn't do it for the Bengals. But if I'm him, I wouldn't want to come to that. I would want to go somewhere a little bit better set up for my defense because he's a more defensive coach. He's old school too, so I don't know if he would do good with the new guys, like newer, younger guys. You know what I'm saying?
Everything you're saying that fits the Jets perfectly.
Yeah. Oh,
great defense. You got an old quarterback with Aaron Rodgers who knows.
Yeah, you got good young defensive players. You got they firing everybody up there too, so you're gonna have a full clean slate to come out there and bring his guys up there with them. They firing the offensive coordinator, Jim, shit.
And the Jets will be dumb enough to give you full control.
Oh, they're gonna be thirsty to give you full control. They're gonna be like, hey, they gave Aaron full control.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give you full control too, because you got more hardware than Aaron. Aaron got he got 4 MVPs though, but he only got 1 Super Bowl. You got all of your Super Bowls. They're gonna give you whatever you want. Whatever you want.
How the Falcons bamboozled us, bro. And I might to call Cuz and see what the word is. But bro, get blown out 38-6 by the Denver Broncos, bro.
Yeah, look, man. Shout out Bo Nix though. He looking like he was right last week. You mentioned that he was making a run for rookie year. I think Jaden Daniels still got it sewed up. But yeah, he looking great, man. And his Broncos team coming up, man. Shout out Sean Payne. I've been calling him out all season. I still think he's overrated, but he got these boys playing hard. That was a big win. Unexpected. I didn't see that coming for Atlanta. So yeah, maybe they did bamboozle us a little bit.
But hell, 38-6. Like, no, why?
6 points. Denver defense is that good.
Man.
Yeah, Denver defense is good, but they're not that good. So, yeah, Kirk, what's going on, brother?
Then
what is going on?
2 more things. Shout out Geno Smith. Unexpected roll win. Big roll.
He did the Steph Curry, put it on the sleep up there.
Hey.
Big win, man. Big win. Big comeback win. Like you said, one more thing. I don't know if you're gonna mention this Cowboys. Mention Cowboys next. Was you going there?
No, I wasn't going Cowboys.
I'll just go Cowboys real quick. They suck. I don't know. We ain't got the resident Cowboy fan on Doxman on here today, but another big loss at home. I see this over. I was thinking for Shador Sanders. That's what I was
doing. They still talking about Cooper Rush is gonna be the starter. Like McCarthy already came out, I said he's gonna be the starter next week. Like, bro, why? Like, what more do we need to see?
If I'm McCarthy, I'm kind of doing whatever because he's done. He's lame duck coach. He's gonna be out of there.
Yeah.
So hey, fuck this team. I'm trying to fuck him up too.
But nah, F that, bro. Well, yeah, I gave you McCarthy, but if I'm Jerry Jones, nah, bro.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
we're not doing that. We're going Trey Lance. Sorry,
Jerry Jones. You speak up on everything else, bro. Like,
yeah, he's still gonna say, yeah, we're trust. Oh well, there's not say so. We're gonna fire him. Mike, is what he would say. We all know Mike McCarthy. If he's not out of there, Jerry, you have no hope in winning a Super Bowl. You have no. I don't think you even try to win a Super Bowl if you don't fire this guy after the season. Man. Like the locker room obviously lost. Even if you don't fire him, we got to get a whole new team. The locker room is lost. If I'm a player in the locker room, you bring him back next year, man. I listen to shit this nigga saying.
Hell no.
Not listen to anything he says.
But yeah, and Cowboys, bro, they have no form of a running game, bro. Like, rush through the ball 55 fucking times, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a problem, man.
But shout out Joe Mixon, man.
You see the roof broke too?
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah, bro. Could have killed?
Luckily, nobody got hit, man. They would have killed somebody.
Man.
Luckily, nobody got hit. That shit was crazy. It says the first time it opened in 2 years. What are y'all doing with a retractable roof? Is not gonna fucking open it.
Open it. Right.
What are you doing? I saw that. I was like, in 2 years, they had some day games. They had some 1 o'clock games. Open the fucking roof, nigga. What are y'all doing? I know it gets hot in Texas, but what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah, dumb as hell. Shout out Joe Mixon too down in Houston, man. He looks happy.
Yeah, he looks happy. Houston, Cincinnati, man.
Bro, and everything they told us he couldn't do here in Cincinnati, he's doing it in Houston.
He's doing.
They said this nigga couldn't pass block. This nigga's passing blocking in Houston.
Yeah, maybe he's doing it out of spite. Maybe he's doing it out of spite.
Then my last thing I got is just I gotta get this guy props. I talk shit about him when he's playing bad. Gotta give him his props when he's playing well. Shout out to Anthony Richardson. Big win over the Jets on the road. Played well. One touchdown, 2 rushing TDs.
Yeah, did not see that coming from them this weekend. I thought they were going to lose that game. So a big win for them, for sure.
Kept their slim playoff hopes alive. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but they'll still be on that little graphic when they say in the hunt. The Colts will still be on that graphic for at least another week. All right. Week 12 rapid fire. Let me pull up Doc's picks right quick. We got another AFC North showdown tomorrow.
Hey.
Steelers at Cleveland Browns. Doc went Steelers.
Doc went Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers as well. It's gonna be a good game. This is it's a trap game. But I don't think the Steelers are overlooking anybody with Mike Tomlin as their head coach. So give me Steelers.
Yeah, this is just gonna be and honestly, this is I'm not gonna say it's an easy win, but this is the perfect scenario for the Bengals who are on the bye this week, who play Pittsburgh next week. This is Pittsburgh's back-to-back AFC North games. I think this is going to be another physical game, another drag-them-out game.
Yeah.
I mean, you coming off a bye week, you should be relatively fresh, getting Pittsburgh off 2 AFC North games. This should be a good game for you next week. We'll talk about that next week when it happens. But yeah, give me Pittsburgh winning. Vikings at Bears. Shout out Sam Darnold, another 3 wins in a row, but you still turn the ball over too much for my taste. Luckily we're playing terrible teams right now. This is going to be an NFC North fight, like an AFC North game. It's going to be a close game because the Bears are somewhat good, even though they came back down to earth the past few weeks. But still like us on the road.
Yeah, I'm going on Vikings on the road as well. Bears had a tough loss last week, man. I kind of feel for Caleb Williams there. I came in not a huge fan of him this year, but after watching him this year and watching him around his teammates, man, he's sold me over now. I'm a fan of him. I'm not gonna say a fan of him, but I'm not rooting against him anymore. I wasn't rooting against him before, but I was like, yeah, he's gonna be shitty. But yeah, I'm not rooting against him anymore. I'm more on the fan side than I was not. But yeah, give me out with this one too.
I'm with you with that. Not saying I'm not more on the fan side. It's just my prediction. I was wrong. Okay, look,
yeah.
I said you was gonna be a bust. Granted, still 1 year, but right now you're trending upwards. Like you're not like you're gonna be worth the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, like you're not a bust at least. I thought he would be an asshole. So that's why I said I'm more on the fan side now. He's look like he's not an asshole overall, at least so far. It was like he's a decent guy as far as locker room goes.
Yeah,
like his teammates like him. So yeah, I'm sorry, Caleb. I was the wrong judgment. I will admit when I'm wrong.
Doc went Vikings as well. Lions at Colts. I expect the Lions to put up maybe not 52, but maybe like 42 points, maybe 10 less points this week.
45. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be somewhat close to 52, maybe 49. Yeah. Give me the Lions here too, and Doc went Lions as well.
Yep. Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins, they won, right? Yeah, they beat the Raiders.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they beat the Raiders. They're keeping their name in that little graphic too in the hunt.
They're trying
for another week. I like the Dolphins. In this one.
Yeah, give me Dolphins with this one as well. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs though, but yeah, give me Dolphins.
Yeah, me neither. Doc went Dolphins as well. Bucks at Giants. I'm gonna say this, and we'll talk about it more next week because next week is Thanksgiving. But that second game of Thanksgiving just became everybody take a nap.
Irrelevant.
That's nap time. Ain't nobody trying to watch Tommy DeVito versus Cooper Rush.
Nah, man.
And that says so much. Like I said, even though as much as we shit on Daniel Jones on this show, the fact that his team came to his back, like saying he's the best quarterback we got, and the fact that he's got the motor all the way to third string because they're not.
Bro. He was taking QB4 snaps today.
All because basically it's Russell Wilson all over. They're doing it so they ain't got to pay him.
Yeah.
Don't
blame him, but damn, it's harsh, man. It's harsh. When it happens, it's like they actually it's like trying to embarrass a guy, you know. And you never want to see that, you know. But we want to see them show him respect. So like, yeah, he's not playing that well, but show the man some respect. Not his fault. You guys paid him that money. You negotiated. You guys paid him the money. You had to pay him. It's not his fault. You guys agreed to pay him that money. So shoot him some respect. If you don't want to play him, don't make him fucking fourth string, man. Like, there's no way he was your starting quarterback last week. He's your fourth string, now your fourth best quarterback today.
Exactly.
That's not the case. Come on.
Exactly. And then, like I said, basically to the bigger picture, Tommy DeVito has maybe one half. If he hasn't balled well, you lost the team, bro.
Yep.
The team is completely lost. It's a wrap. But with all that being said, give me Tampa Bay.
Saying you get Tampa Bay. And another thing, you said the team will be lost. Another big thing, you're going to risk losing your young star receiver in his first season of his career. Could have come off the season with a bad taste in his mouth.
And well, I think he'll be all right because at the end of the day, I think they'll fire Dayball. I think Dayball is out of here. If this move don't work, I think Dayball's job was tied to Daniel Jones. The fact that you bench Daniel Jones and you trying to say something that work now. If DeVito don't work this time, because he tried again, he did it last year. If it don't work this time, Dayball, your days is numbered.
Man, I don't know if I would do that if I was him. I think he's still a good coach. I think he just made the wrong decision going to quarterback, man. I don't think it was all on him, but yeah, that's tough.
Doc went Bucks here as well. Cowboys at Commanders. This is going to be, I think, another blowout. Give me Commanders.
Yeah. Cowboys, y'all suck, man. Suck.
I want to. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little next week. I want to talk about the rookie of the year because I'm just looking at the numbers right now, and Jane Daniels and Bo Nick's numbers, they pretty close. They pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, he got those moments though, man.
Yeah, he do
moments.
And then I do got to remember Jane Daniels does count more with his legs too. So, but we'll talk about it next week.
And they got the win. I'm about to say Broncos doing good too. But yeah, give me Commanders. I think I'll pick. Give me Commanders too.
Yeah,
Doc Washington
too. Chiefs at Panthers. We got some shitball games this week for real.
Yeah, this game is gonna be a sleeper. Give me Chiefs big with this one.
Yeah, I think Chiefs gonna take their frustration out on Carolina this week.
Yeah,
gonna rattle.
Facts. Yeah, Doc got Chiefs too.
Titans at Texans. Short week. Still, I think Texas gonna get the dub though. Especially C.J. Stroud gonna throw for like 3 touchdowns. He didn't throw for a touchdown this past week.
Yeah, I saw that the touchdown was kind of wild. Yeah, I think the Titans got a big win this week too. Didn't they last week? A big win.
Nah, they lost to us.
They lost. Oh yeah, we just I thought they won. Fuck. It was week 40. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Yeah, give me the who they playing?
Texas.
Fuck. Yeah, Texas. Give me Texas.
Doc took Houston as well.
Yeah, Houston, yeah.
Broncos at Raiders. Goodness gracious.
Sheesh. Broncos big.
Yeah. Give me Denver big. Actually, not big, but them covering 6.
Nah, I don't think covering 6. Oh, Denver covering 6.
Yeah, Denver covering 6.
Yeah. Denver covering 6.
Looks like not the same game of the week, but on paper it looked like it should have been game of the week. But Niners at Packers.
Oh yeah, all the fucking injuries, man, killed this game. Yeah, Packers.
Yeah, shout out to Packers, man. They got a tough, gritty win, like basically you mentioned earlier. Heartbreak loss.
For the
block field goal to the end.
Crazy fucking loss.
I mean, I'm tired. We better wrap that. Heartbreak. They won. Packers won. My dumb ass.
Yeah. We talking about the Bills. The Bears lost earlier. We talking about the Bears lost.
Yeah, the Bears lost. Yeah, the Bears. They beat the Bears by a block field goal earlier.
Heartbreak loss for the Bears, not for the Packers.
Yeah. Give me Green Bay at the crib. Doc went Niners. Jordan Love Jordan Love's he just got to stop turning the ball over. That's his biggest issue.
Yeah, he's taking me chances, man. I get it. He's trying to give his receivers some chances, give him opportunities, but bro, you gotta chill sometimes, bro. If you're like first couple games is cool, but after a while you realize you're getting picks. Don't do that shit no more, man.
Nah, facts. Seattle, Arizona at Seattle.
It's gonna be a good game. Ooh. Give me Seahawks, man. After that big emotional win last week, give me Seahawks.
Cardinals coming off a bye week, but I'm not writing Geno off, at least not this week. Yeah, give me Seattle. Give me Seattle too. Doc he went Cardinals this week.
Yeah, he went Cardinals.
There's just something about playing up there in Seattle too. NBC Sunday Night Football game. This could be the game of the week, but I think Monday night might top this. Eagles at Rams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Give me the Eagles. Give me the Eagles with this one. Yeah, give me the Eagles. The Rams having a bit of a down year, but not like they still competitive, you know? Yeah, it's still competitive. But I can't trust them. Give me the Eagles.
Everything in my being is telling me to take the Eagles. But LA at home, not this season on the line, but they need to win to stay in the NFC hunt. As Matt Stafford, I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going with the Rams. My bad. As I just said everything. I said everything in my being is telling me to go Eagles. But I'm going Rams.
Still want to go Eagles, but you.
I'm going against that voice inside of me that said Eagles. I'm going the Rams.
That's funny as hell. I ain't mad at it though. I can see that happening. I ain't mad at it.
Doc went Rams too. Should be a high scoring game, honestly though.
Yeah, it should be. Eagles even sucks.
And then Monday Night Football. I mean, I would guess this is game of the week. Ravens at Chargers.
Should be the game of the week. It's the best game. I looked on the lineup at least. So it's like you said, this game has some shit box games this week. Yeah, I think the Ravens will bounce back. Give me the Ravens. Lamar Jackson with a big win this week. Hopefully, Tom can get the fuck out of his own way and give King Henry the ball at least 20 times. They should be in business.
Yeah, Doc went Ravens as well. And I think Ravens is going to win a big win this week. The reason I say big win because I think that second half against the Bengals, we seen that old Justin Herbert is still there.
Yeah,
that Justin Herbert, he is still there. Like if it wasn't for, like I said, Evan McPherson made some field goals, bro, they win that game.
Yeah, that's facts. That nigga is to be still fucking.
he is still there.
He is still in there somewhere, man. I see why. Because I was wondering earlier in the season why his stats were so low. I see why Harbaugh to tame that nigga. You gotta don't let him do too much, bro. He's gonna fuck around and fuck around.
Don't do too much. I was literally about to tweet, this the playoff game against Jacksonville, blow that lead again. Like that old Herbert's still there.
Back, man. You can't let him do too much, man, because he will get carried away and turn that thing over. Start fucking up, man.
Man, and for fantasy purposes, there are 5 teams on the bye this week. Falcons, Bills, Bengals, 6 teams, sorry. Falcons, Bills, Bengals, Saints, Jets, and Jaguars all on the bye this week.
Dang, so I gotta start Herbert. We just shitting on him. I gotta start this nigga. Man, I took a big loss last week in fantasy, guys.
Oh yeah. I got my revenge. I think you beat me earlier.
Yeah, I beat you earlier, man. Lost to T. Now I was already out of the playoffs. last I was in 50. Now I'm slid down in one more seed, down to the 6 seed, bro. So man, we are in trouble. Need a big comeback if the 3 piece gonna stay alive.
Real quickly. Got your love shout out to the W. Huge WNBA fans, huge WNBA advocates on here. Women's basketball in general on the show. Dallas Wings, number 1 pick in draft lottery. Shout out to the Dallas Wings. All mock drafts are looking like Paige will be the number 1 pick.
Yeah, our draft boards got Paige Beckers number 1. This was a kind of a faulty down year for Dallas. They had a lot of injuries, so it wasn't as bad as the record showed them to be. So, they should we was talking about it off air, and they have Satu Sabali going to be a free agent this offseason, so it's going to be a big key for them to get her back. But if they do draft Paige Beckers, they're going to have a nice little and get Satu back. They're going to have a nice little core with her, Paige, Satu, and Enrique there as well. So we'll see how that turns out, man. How you feel about it?
You talked me into it off air, because like I said, when I first originally thought about it, Paige and Enrique, I didn't know how those two was going to mesh. But I think the big factor is them signing Satu back. They have to get Satu back, and basically, like you said off air, the league is trending towards super teams, and that will be kind of a small super team down there. And the thing with them is, I like that Dallas still has the big girl Tierra McCown, so they got size.
They got size. They need that size.
So if they can add, like I said, they add Paige to Enrique and Satu, and then keep their size with them big girls, like, bro, they'll be it. That's gonna be hell to deal with.
Yeah, they got two big ones. I forget they got the other one who's tall too and big like that. You're gonna need some big girls, and you're going against the Liberty and John Claude Jones and Stewie. And you're gonna need some size under to get to grab the rebounds and rim protect. So, I like the lotto on happenings for them. Hopefully they I see them drafting, like you said, Paige, and they keep that core together and bring back Satu. They should be in business at least for the next few years. Maybe not directly next year or instantly next year, but 2 to 3 years out, they should be looking like solid playoff teams in the playoffs.
And also, what I forgot, they did get rid of Latricia Trammell, so they need to get a coach in there ASAP.
Yeah,
they need to start getting this shit together before Paige get in there. So.
And we see some moves already happening. LA Sparks just hired the Utah Utes head coach. I forget her name, so excuse me, forget her name. But she just got – they fired Kurt Miller. He's now the GM somewhere.
Lynn Roberts
got hired for the Sparks head coach. And Kirk Miller got fired from the LA Sparks head coach. Now he's now a GM, bro.
Oh, yeah, right here. He the GM for the Dallas Wings.
Fucking crazy. The WNBA is fucking crazy. Almost every coach got fucking fired. This nigga got moved up to a GM spot. Hey, man. More power to him. Shout out to the WNBA. Like we said, like T said, we're huge advocates of the league. Can't wait for the season to start. We're going to talk about Unravel, too. Unravel got the team set up now.
Yes.
Earlier, so
Sports Friday.
On Friday. Tune in for that Friday. We're going to talk about Unravel League starting. Teams have been picked. We're very excited about that. Shout out to Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart for getting that set up and getting that going. Shout out TNT for having that. Go be aired on TNT. It's big, man. Shout out TNT for that.
And I guarantee, well, I'm not going to guarantee because they had extraordinary numbers this year. WNBA did. But I guarantee the ratings they'll have great ratings on TNT.
They'll be good. Yeah, we don't want to say they're going to be better than WNBA. They might not be, I don't think they got Caitlin Clark in here. I'm not sure if they did or not.
She already said she's not playing this year in that league.
Yeah, so she's not playing this year. They made a big push at her, trying to get her some league ownership. I guess it didn't work out. She probably wanted to focus on just being off. It's the first time actually being able to get off, probably like a year and a half. So she deserves time off. And she probably wants to come back next season and kill it. So she wants to get time to go in the lab and work on some things, probably if she needs to. We talked about it at the beginning of this season, how her moves wasn't really translating over. And we saw after that little Olympic break, she came back and her moves looked a little better,
bro. Like
I don't having a whole off season.
They didn't have that Olympic break, bro. I don't think they make the playoffs.
Yeah. So now having having a full offseason, hopefully she comes back even more equipped with some new moves, new counters to her counters, and really just turn on next year for real.
Facts. So yeah, make sure you tap in with us on Sports and Spirits. We'll be back on Friday this week. We're back on Friday. Talk about that. Talk about the whole week of dive into NBA a little bit more. Fantasy football advice and our Down to Wire 513 parlay, which I'll say I effed up. My bad.
Play a sucker too, man. Play a sucker too.
I forget what college game after this, but yeah, I effed up. So off rip parlay was already off to a bad start. So. But nah, man, appreciate y'all rocking out with us for damn near 2 hours, almost 2 hours. We appreciate all the love, man. Like I said, most of y'all been hopping in and out on an X. A couple of y'all on Facebook and a few of y'all on YouTube. So appreciate all the love y'all been rocking with us. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, man. Hit the notification bell so y'all get notified every time we go live, so you do not miss a live show. And follow us on everything that's the Wire 513, man. As I always say, just Google us. It's the easy way to find us. We're literally everywhere.
Man, get us, man. Easy way to get us. Shout out Leaf tapping in with us, man. We see you on Friday, brother. I ain't gonna see your first one, bro. Good with y'all, bro. So you and the family good. We all good, brother. Happy holidays. So we gonna see you Friday, bro. We're gonna talk to you. If something happen, we gonna get on Friday. We'll talk to you next week at all. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Everybody else out there too. Happy holidays to y'all, man. Make sure you stay safe out there. We're gonna see y'all before then, though. But gotta say it to my brother right now in case we want to talk to him before then.
Nah, facts. So for the good brother, Flyman Ran, Josh Evans, the Tarren Blend's been down to the wire. 513, episode 354. Y'all have a safe, blessed rest of y'all week. We'll catch y'all on Friday for Sports and Spirits. We out.
Peace.